June 19th, 2022. This is a Crowned Victory Royale, and I'm showing that I'm looking for the Tover tokens, and I see the bus path, and I find this one, Tover tokens, a little shafty, is near the beginning of the bus path. When I do these practice rounds, I like to jump off the bus right away to get the maximum amount of time in the first zone before the storm starts coming in. So I've determined that's where I'm going to launch. Here we go on the bus. Press B to thank the bus driver, and that gets me 5,000 XP because I finished stage 6 out of 20 for thanking the bus driver. Next I'll be working on stage 7, which there's a bunch of thank yous I have to do before I get that credit. So as I'm diving to the ground here, I'm looking around for places to find weapons on the ground. I want to see weapons on the ground. I'm also looking around for the Tover tokens to try to find them, because they're kind of challenging for me anyway to find. So I'm not seeing any weapons on the ground, so I wind up heading towards the building there, and then I see some on the ground and a chest, so I'll go for those. I noticed as I was landing that there's some cranberries nearby. I think that's what they're called. Then I'm going into the building. I'm concerned that there may be a lot of other players around this area, since it typically would be a hot zone at the beginning of the bus path. But so far I'm not hearing a whole lot. At this point I'm going to take a couple of minis to build up my shields a little bit. All I have on hand is a shotgun. I just gained shields 50 of 200 that showed in the upper left corner. So that's, I have to get 200 points to get that bonus. And here's a chest hiding in the weeds. I heard the chest over there and then found it. I like these med mists, so I was happy to get that right off the bat. And I know there's some fire nearby. I'm going for these cranberries. And at this point I just gather them. I'm not consuming them yet. I'm thinking, I like to carry cranberries for adding shields later, because they consume pretty quickly and they'll go all the way up to 100, as opposed to the minis that won't take you up to 100%. I'm looking around for the Tover tokens, and I'm looking around for combatants. I'm seeing and hearing some firing going on up there in the about 1 o'clock, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock positions. I don't actually see them yet. I'm gathering more ammo wherever I see it. And here I'm contemplating keeping cover between me and the fire. I'm going to work behind this rock for a little while. I want to get a right shoulder peek, and after a little bit I destroy that rail, because this is left shoulder peek, and that doesn't work out so well. And I spot enemy right there, straight ahead, left of that rock. And I'm out here exposed. I don't like this very much. I think I go grab this ammo, yes. And I think I grab this weapon? No, I think I already have DMR in my hands. And then it occurs to me, okay, if I want to get right shoulder peek, I gotta get rid of this fence. And that'll be with the harvesting tool to get rid of it, so that I can take that DMR again and do a right shoulder peek, trying to kill that enemy from a distance, a third party kill, because they're fighting each other and it's easy pickings for me. I didn't spot them there to fire on them, so I take a little diversion here. I want to get my weapons built up a little bit better. I'm also looking for the Tover tokens. I have it in my mind at this point that Tover tokens seem to be often in the buildings, but I can find them outside too, so yeah, I don't know. I talk to these characters whenever I can. Upper left says I got bandages from him, but I'm not going to take those. That didn't get me any credit, so I must have already spoken with this character in the past. I'm consuming the cranberries here to bring my shields up, because I haven't found anything else yet to bring my shields up, and I have an opportunity to fill out my third weapon. So now I have shotgun in slot number 5, which is where I want it, and a medium range gun in number 4, and a scoped rifle of some sort in number 3. That's basically my intentions. I'm aware of a treasure chest across the way there. The mini gives me another, adds to my inventory of minis. Pick up some more ammo. As I'm looking around here, I'm thinking, where have I not looked yet for the Tover tokens? I kind of lose track of where I've been in buildings like this. I'm not keeping track in my mind very well where I've already been. I'm noticing here the gas pumps and the truck over there. Later I'm going to go make use of that. There's weapon fire showing audible and the audio video, whatever that's called. So here there's a pod, shield pod. I'm going to swap the minis for that. Open the toolbox. I'm going to use those tires in a moment. To get back to this treasure chest, it was a little bit, actually the ammo was difficult to get to. So I wound up having to destroy furniture here with the harvesting tool to get to it. I think I wind up taking that hammer assault rifle as my medium range weapon. Now here, I think I swapped that in slot number 4. I'm using slot 3, 4, and 5 for my weapons because it's easier to change weapons with my 4 fingers, while my lower 3 fingers are using the motion keys. There's a tire there. I think I'm going to put that on the truck. Throw it from here. And then pick up that hammer assault rifle again. There's a toolbox, an ammo box, and more shields. Another shield pot. So now I have 2 shield pots in my inventory. Then here I see Chug Splash, so I like that better than the shield pot. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to start collecting Chug Splashes. And then I realized, oh, I need to fill up my shields. If I'm going to walk away from that pot, I at least want to fill up. I wasn't going to use the pot for my shields until my shields ran down a little bit if I was going to carry the shields. I heard the chest, went after it. There's a keg. I'm not going to take the keg. They take too long to use. If I had no shields at this point, I would have used the keg, swapped whatever shields I had in inventory and actually used the keg. That's why I don't fill up my shields right away, even if I have the opportunity, because of the possibility I'm going to come across the keg while there isn't any pressure on me and I have time to use it. I've seen on the map how far I need to go to get to the next zone. It's not very far. I'm looking around more for those Tover tokens, just coming up completely blanks. There should be 3 of them around here, unless I've already picked up some Tover tokens. That in the quest, it will show me how many Tover tokens I still need to pick up in this area, and I don't recall what that was. Gathering more ammo. I had a thought of going over to that shed, and I chose to pass on that. I was also looking for a cow catcher so that I could do some destruction with this truck. And here I want to fill it up because I realized it doesn't have much fuel. The fuel amount just was displayed as I was getting to it. And oftentimes I can fuel from a distance. I don't have to get up close to it. And I'm not seeing the fuel gauge increase here. So I'm wondering what's up. I look again and it's 45% fuel. It's got to take fuel. So here I move around the truck a little bit, trying to find where it'll work. There it goes. Fuel is increasing now. I think, yeah, there I got 100% fuel. Tober tokens, 0 of 3 in Little Shafty. That's where I'm at here. So I know that I need 3 tokens. I don't have a cow catcher, and the truck gets destroyed if I crash into things with it. So I'm being kind of gentle on the truck. I didn't want to go down that cliff. Looking at the map in the upper right, I know I needed to make a little bit of a left turn to get to the next zone. And here I look at the map to see which road should I take. I'm looking at the roads over on the map, and I'm realizing that if I go back the other direction, I'll have better use of the road. And there, the truck took a little damage just from that tree. There I see an opponent trying to get on a coyote, and I figure he's distracted trying to get on the coyote, so I'm going to try to hit him. And he's shooting at me. I didn't get him with the first hit, and I just decided I'm going to go on. Then I come across another opponent up here, and I think my luck is better, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm looking at all that loot on the ground to see if there's a cow catcher. It wouldn't be a Tober token just out in the street like that. And I'm looking to see, are there other tokens that are within zone that I can go after? No, there's not really. So I'm not going to do that. And I noticed that reality sapling. And I'm going to go back and take some loot from it. I can see there is some fruit on it. And then I realized I don't want to leave the truck pointed up against the rock. I might need to make a quick getaway. It did occur to me to switch seats to go to the passenger side and get out of the truck on the passenger side. And I didn't do that. That would have been a little bit safer to do. And in picking these fruit, let's see, up stage 6 of 20 reality sapling. So I got 5,000 extra points off of that. I run through and pick up whatever gold and ammo will pick up easily. There's 3 shield pots there, which I was really tempted to swap for, but I want to collect more inventory of the chug splashes. I'm noticing, and there's a rift up here. I'm a little concerned about driving through the rift, so I come up here and gather some bullets, and I'm trying to get that other group of bullets, and I hit the rift. So I go up in the truck right now 1121 of damage, and when I land, I don't take any further damage on the truck. Rocky Wreckage, I guess that's the name of this area. I never did get that ammo over there to the right of the truck, and there was an opponent behind me in the truck, and I see their footsteps behind me. So I just decided I'm going to move on out of here. I'm driving kind of carefully because I want to get to zone, but I don't want to crash through things. There's these posts, and I didn't hit them very hard. They didn't go down. I didn't take any damage. This cactus, I take damage, I think. No, I didn't. All right, I thought I did. I'm inside zone. Contemplating what to do. There's some loot on the ground. There's an opponent. So I decided I'm going to try running over the opponent. I think I actually kill him. And yep, there's a crown elimination. I saw that crown elimination. I said, oh, there's a crown. I want to go get this crown. This is how I introduced this video and titled it as I had a Crowned Victory Royale, meaning I won the game, first place, while wearing a crown. So I'm going to go grab this crown. When you get to the crown, you got to press the E to actually wear it. And here I would have been wiser to switch seats and go out the passenger side, because anybody watching me in the truck is going to expect me to get out the driver's side. I still have 150 of the med so I don't need to swap for that one. And I'm realizing here I want to swap for some gold guns. I keep running through back and forth because I don't want to stand still. That's been one of my problems, as I would stand still as I'm contemplating what to gather. So I run through it and just try to reduce the amount of time that I'm standing still. Think about here, I realize I'm in the center of zone, and now and I realize there's 9 players left, so now I'm looking at high ground. I want to get high ground in towards the end game, and I want to get my back to the edge of the storm. So in this case, actually what I'm going to go for is the edge of the zone circle, and I'm going to park the truck in a way that I can use it as cover. There's an opponent across the way there. I think I engaged with him. Yeah, he's firing at me, so I'm going to park the truck here now. He's damaging the truck. There's 2 opponents across the way there, so I'm going to try to use the truck as cover. I've got my DMR, and I'm going to do a right shoulder peek and third party these 2. Attempt to anyway. And that one just died. So now I'm thinking about the other one. Where is the opponent? And I'm seeing fire out this way. There's a cow catcher. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the cow catcher and put it on the truck. That doesn't wind up being useful because I come back to the truck and I realize, oh, it's pretty damaged. I'm not going to get much use out of that. I go back and get my DMR. I realize that I'm not in the new zone yet. So I'm starting to contemplate what to do about that. I think I'm coming over here. I'm going to look for that other opponent that's across, or that was across the way. In a little bit here, I start contemplating how am I going to get high ground in the new zone. I'm looking towards the new zone to see what the high ground is over there. There's the highway, and then there's an opponent. And that was an accident too. I pressed the M button. I'm getting some points on him and killed him. Then I realized there's somebody else that he was firing on, and there's fire going on over there. So there's a couple opponents over there on each other, and there's 3 players left. So I'm gathering a little loot here, keep running around, and the storm is coming in on me. So now I'm thinking about how am I going to get down here to the new circle, and I'm thinking about sliding with the control key. I jumped down. I've been noticing that you can jump from a pretty significant height and not take damage. I didn't take any damage that time. So here I'm kind of walking along with the, let's see, I just got a crown bonus or something. I'm going to rewind that a little bit, see what that was. Let's play, and then I'm going to hit, we're in the storm, crown bonus, new storm circle. So I got 540 extra points for surviving into the new storm circle while wearing a crown. I think what's happened there is I get higher points. I saw somewhere that I get double points when I'm wearing a crown. I don't quite have that verified. So now I'm looking at the new zone, thinking I want to find cover and I want to find high ground. I'm crouch walking, because then the opponents won't be able to see or hear my footsteps, even though I'm kind of out in the open. And then I see an opponent across there. I'm firing at them with the wrong weapon. Now I get my DMR, but that person's concealed. There's 3 people left. I'm trying to look for a high ground inside the new zone. I'm crouch running, crouch walking, whatever that you might want to call that. And I go here in the bush, figuring that I'm a little bit concealed. I think I'm going to try to use that rock. They're firing at me from over there. I don't quite have them. I'm still 100-100. Haven't taken any damage from that opponent yet. There's 3 people left. There they are. There's one of them, and he's firing at the other. So now I know where the last opponent is, because number 3 was firing on them. So this one's going to go do some looting. That gives me a good sighting on that person. Now they're shooting after me. I have crouched. Firing, 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 getting some damage, getting some damage. I'm doing a little bit of left and right, while crouched. And now I've lost sight of them. I'm thinking they may be behind that rock. And then I'm going to swap to my shotgun. They're up on they've gone up higher. So I'm going to go approach them. Don't care about that supply drop. I'm not going to stand there for a couple seconds and I realize they're in the bush here. I see some activity in the bush. Now they're behind me and I saw that. And fire, fire, fire. And I got behind them, but I wasn't aiming. My aim was down to the ground. I got it. No. There's my audible. That was my in-game reaction. So won a Crowned Victory Royale. And here's the points that I got during that game, 24,940. So there it is. Let's see. Do I care about anything else that is going to show me? I don't think I look at anything else. So I'm going to end that recording right there. And I hope you enjoyed watching that. Oh, there I'm just taking a screenshot of that for my thumbnail. All right, catch you later. Bye.